You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. We are going to continue where we left off in Chloe's point of view. It is Phenomenon Serendipity 2, The Lost Stuff. Enjoy. Recruiting this Alibaba character was pretty much of a good idea. He was pretty straightforward, smart, and of course handsome, but that's not why. Chloe had to get her mind off of things. Luckily, there was another mission coming, and she decided to take it. Lately, she's gotten a lot of gifts and emails from a secret admirer. At first, they came off as sweet, but further, they became quite possessive, obsessive, and also very much more creepy. Chloe did not know who was watching her, or better yet, she had no idea who was trying to find out where she was. Things got pretty much intense when, of course, she received a present with a head of an animal that pretty much resembled something. It looked like a beaver, or maybe worse, maybe a badger. However, whatever it was suddenly creeped Chloe out, and she knew somebody was out there. Somebody who was pretty cruel to animals. Why did that sound so familiar? She was getting a little bit freaked out, so she decided to perhaps not think about it for a while. And she moved on to her next mission, which was an urban setting. You've got to be kidding me, Chloe thought. This is my next mission? I expect something more ethical or something more extraordinary, but this is ridiculous. Just then she heard voices, incoherent, demon-like voices calling out to her. Some said she smelled nice, others said she looked tasty. It was all combined together that Chloe began to get the heebie-jeebies. Just then, Gudrun began to speak into her mind. My daughter. Find the boy. Save him. Chloe heard. Immediately, she thought she could feel someone running with some other boy. But then she saw it, an infestation. Gudrun, what are you trying to show me? Chloe thought. She thought about what the Valkyrie was trying to lead her. There she saw it, the infestation, trying to attack a blonde-haired young boy. He looked like he was in his teens. And immediately, Chloe rescued him. Chloe managed to carry the boy in her arms as she said, I don't normally play savior, but I think I can manage, she said. The boy couldn't help but blush a bit. Who are you? He said. I don't know. An angel? Perhaps, Chloe said. Just then, the boy heard his name. Yukine! The other guy said. He had dark purple hair, beautiful vivid eyes, and of course, he was wearing a sports jumpsuit with some sort of shaggy-looking cloth wrapped around his neck. The boy outstretched his hand towards the blonde-haired kid and called out, Seki, come to me! Immediately, the boy, Yukine, turned into a sword into the boy's hand. Chloe couldn't believe it. Oh wow! He turned into a weapon. So he's no ordinary kid. Just then Yato, the guy that called out to him, went away, and Chloe could see that Yato was rescuing Barrere from the demons, the corrupt spirits. Chloe managed to hear some of what the boy Yato said. "This is the land of the rising sun. Your desecration does not belong here. Hear me, I am the god Yato. I waste and away with the Seki and expel mass defilement. I pledge thee!" Barrere could hear it, but only parts of it. Chloe couldn't believe it. Who is this guy? Chloe thought. And then Yato slayed the monster. And then the sword turned back into a boy. Chloe couldn't help but grab the boy and slammed him into a wall. "You're not even an ordinary human. You're a weapon too? I can't believe you did that," Chloe said. "Who the hell are you? What does it matter to you? I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to," the boy said nervously. No, I'm sorry. I'm overreacting. I just can't believe it. Are you even human?" she asked. "Not really," Yukine said. Forgive me. My name is Chloe. What's yours?" "Chloe? That's an original name." "So? What's wrong with it? It's short for, Chloris." "Chloris?" "You know, like the Greek goddess name. It's a spring goddess, but you know what? I'm not here to talk about that. I just want to make sure if you're okay," Chloe said quickly. Yukine looked at her and said, "I'm Yukine. And no, I'm not a human. Not anymore. I'm already dead." "Dead? You're a ghost?" "Not exactly," Yukine explained. "I'm known as a regalia and also a spirit." "But tell me something. You saved me. How did you do that?" "It's just the powers of darkness, and also I can fly." Then Yukine noticed something from afar. "Yato!" He managed to catch up with that boy, Yato. Chloe followed. "Wait up, kid! Yukine, wait up!" She followed him, and soon introductions went around, once meeting with a girl named Hiyori, who was a half girl, half phantom, and also Yato. Boy, were things really looking up. Much. Chloe managed to get along well with Yukine. He seemed pretty nice. Yukine felt weird telling Chloe about himself, but Chloe understood. "So let me get this straight. You're a Seki who is, couldn't remember much about his past. And also, at first, you were pretty much resentful towards Yato. However, after you've done a lot of bad stuff, all of a sudden, you had these corrupt spirits on you, and then they gave you an eternal punishment known as an absolution. And then all of a sudden, you confessed and you became a good person." "Yeah, I did." "Is that wrong?" Yukine said. "No, well, I have to say, it's really shocking. I never heard anything like that before. And again, when I hear purification and absolution and also other pure words, it just makes my skin crawl. Chloe said, "It's not like I have anything against you or anything like that. It's just I'm not so good with religion." Chloe said, "You're not so good with religion? That doesn't make any sense." "Oh, trust me, you really don't know anything, but I don't think you don't have to." "What do you mean?" Yukine asked. "Nothing. I'm sorry. It's just too much for me." Chloe said. Yukine put a hand on her shoulder and said, "I'm here if you want to talk," he said. Chloe felt like crying hearing that, and then she went over and embraced him. She couldn't help but think of this, and it was silly, but somehow that was the same thing that Armin said. He reminds me so much of Armin. I don't believe it. She broke away, and she said, "Well, maybe I can tell you a little bit about my life, if you don't mind." "Sure. How about if I tell you mine?" "Okay, sure. I'd love to hear it," Chloe said. And so they got to know better of each other. Thank you for listening and watching. That's it. But until then, see you guys next time. I'm Catherine Donovan. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.